Good morning, collective. Afternoon or night, depending on what time you see this video. Pray that God is continuously blessing you, guiding, directing you, and helping you heal through whatever it is that you're going through in this present time. In Jesus' name, amen. Wishing you all peace, love, and light, and divine healing. All right, so let's get into it with the general collective. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you feel called to, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video. If you're looking for a private reading, you can find all of that information as well as my other services on my website, www.spiritualembrace.com. So we have the Ace of Vessels. So there is something in regard to transformation. You could be someone with a lisp or could be dealing with someone that has a lisp. This is in regard to your finances, something that's gonna bring you a lot of success and just really catapult you forward is the energy that I'm feeling. That Wheel of Fortune is coming out here as well. So this is with the mirror energy. It's you reflecting on things of your past and really just moving towards how it is that you can build those things. Confirmation. Yes. With the King of Arrows here as well. This is something that you have a lot of drive and passion for. So you're currently being urged to continue to persevere and push towards that so that you can reach your successes. Also with the Art of Stones, the Ace of Stones, this could be something that you're going to really be good at. This could be something related to the arts, just because I said arts. So you could have a lisp, you could be dealing with someone with a lisp, encountering someone with a lisp, or something with some type of speech impediment, and the arts. That could be very specific for someone, but overall the message here is overcoming obstacles and being able to reach successes. So in the past, it could have felt like you were constantly dealing with roadblocks, or that you needed to move away from a specific location because you were feeling stuck, or you could be feeling like that now. Like there's just a lot of stagnant energy, or you're feeling called to transform or make changes in your life. With the Sun life here, it is this energy of being able to succeed. You have 3 confirmations of success. So you're going on this journey, you're going to see things turn out very differently from what they've been. Very differently from what they've been. So I feel like this is very divinely led. At the same time too, you might be feeling like there's just a lot of different plugs you have to fill, right? A lot of holes you have to plug, a lot of things that you're checking off your list. So maybe you've been called to write out a list, or you have a list, a checklist that you've been working on. I'm getting that energy as well, of just someone completely just removing the things that no longer serve them and trying to work towards building themselves up, or just taking out what is hindering them. At the bottom of the deck, we have the pole star as well. So it's kind of just like repositioning yourself, looking at things from a different perspective, and being able to just overcome whatever it is that's keeping you stuck. Because with the 5 of Arrows here, it's like your mind frame has been in this energy of just stuck, where you're just sitting there and you're just waiting, or like things are constantly coming at you, one thing after the other, and it's been a little bit hard for you to see things from a different perspective. I'm hearing rolling with the punches, so it could just be that you've just accustomed yourself to just pivot and repivot through everything that you've been going through. Yeah, and this is something where it is part of this renewal phase that you're going through. Okay, so with the Knight of Bows here in the reverse, you could be a little bit impatient right now, or you could also be someone that is just, instead of being, you want to be careful that you're not being boastful or overly braggy, Because with the Three of Stones here, this is something that is going to stem from your creativity. Your success comes from your creativity, or you doing something differently. Okay, it's almost like you change your perspective, focus on something else, and decide that maybe family is more important, maybe your home life is more important than the other things that you've been, considering that are important. With the Four of Wands here too, it's you're putting in the work and it's all coming to pass. Moon at the bottom of the deck here as well. So just be careful of who you share your gifts, your ideas with, your successes, but also how you are projecting onto other people. Are you being kind? Are you being loving? Are you helping? Are you being someone that's over the top? Are you one-upping everyone? So when someone tells you something positive about themselves, are you, yeah, because the Six of Vessels is popping out here too. When you're talking with people from your past or with family and friends, are you one-upping them? Are you overly highlighting your successes and not holding anything close to chest? Because it's like you get this message, and for some of you, you won't follow through with that. You're still going to be in that braggy type of energy, or just doing a lot to get a lot of attention. And unfortunately, that's going to bring you problems, because people are going to look at you like you're not being fair, or you're just being too boastful. But this comes along with this new opportunity. Whatever this is, you're going to be very excited about, as you should be. Very excited. This is something that allows you to, to grow and to further along in life. Two of Arrows with the Queen of Stones. This is someone here that, you've been alone for some time. You kind of felt like things weren't playing out in your favor, which we knew, because you decided to take this journey to transform yourself. And it was a period of your life where there was a lot of struggle, a lot of struggle, a lot of struggle, and you may have felt like very scared and alone. Um, Very scared and alone, or just feeling like you were constantly being attacked, or like no one knew what you were going through, or no one cared to know what you were going through, or maybe you didn't even understand what it was that you've been going through. With the Eight of Stones here as well, it's you during this time decided to just retreat and focus on the things that made you happy. Um, it could have just been a hobby that you've had that has turned into something to be very lucrative, but it's not meant for you to share with everyone. Seven of Bows, it's the way you overcome a lot of these traumas that you've been through, and a lot of these stagnant setbacks, is by you just molding yourself and working on yourself, is what I'm getting. Really taking these skills to the next level, because there's something about what it is that brings you joy, whatever it is that you're happy about, whatever it is that brings you that joy, could be something that will bring you a lot of success. And I'm not getting only like emotional contentment. I'm getting, for some of you, that if you nurture this enough, it could bring financial stability. So another stream of income here. This can be something that you started last spring, and you could see it manifest through the winter, or it could be something that you're starting now and you'll see it starting to manifest its fruits in the winter. Yep, Ace of Arrows here. It's, again, just being able to overcome. This is a brand new beginning. You're being blessed with a brand new beginning. And that's, it's financially, but also it's a transformation of self. Transformation of self with the Seven of Stones and the Four of Stones. This is a brand new healing energy that you're possessing. This is something that you've decided that you no longer want to focus on, and you're going to see that it's going to be even easier for you as you take these steps forward to heal continuously. It hasn't been easy, but with time it is going to get better. The King of Swords is here. The King of Stones, which is the King of Swords, is here as well. So this is something that is very original to who you are. Very original to who you are. Yep, Three of Arrows. This is going to bring jealousy. So like, you might not think you're doing very well in this, or you just might be like, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and just to make conversation. But this is something that like really bothers people, and it's around your success. koi fish may be of significance to you, right? Or you've, you know, might be just very creative and fluid in the way that you move. But it is something that you have to nurture and be careful with who you're telling. Your family, for some of you, I'm getting just really jealous family members, um, really jealous family members, or people that are upset that during this time that you've retreated, you didn't really pay attention to them, or you moving into this energy, maybe you begin to retreat and then you later come across an opportunity to be around these people, and that is when you're bragging, when they ask what you've been up to. But it's, these people are just unfulfilled. These people do a lot in their own life to kind of mask the pain instead of doing the work. Meanwhile, you've been unhappy and you decided to take a step forward, even if it was just an inch forward. You've made the decision to do that. This is something where, for some of you, you're dealing with a state of depression. You need to go talk to somebody. Talk to a family member that you can trust, or go talk with a therapist, because some of these traumas aren't things that have been easy to overcome, and they are the things that have led you towards this level of stagnancy. With the Six of Stones and the Knight of Arrows here as well, or the Nine of Arrows, again, it's moving on from things that are keeping you stuck. This is the general message. I don't know how much more I can pull to confirm that message. It's, you know, being aware of the energy that you keep, whether it's what you're expelling out, the energy you have within, or the people that you keep around you, because there's going to be people trying to throw you off balance just because you're very committed to what this success brings for you. But if you don't exercise your process of elimination and remain true to yourself and kind to yourself, it is something that can cause you to become a little bit off balance. And it could be with people that will cause you to, you know, these people are people that make you feel like you're a burden to them, or people that do the most to like try to highlight you or highlight themselves, but don't want to hear when anyone else is doing well. Um, but you exude this energy of success, whether you feel like you're not successful or not. This is an energy that you're exuding. The thing that I'm picking up for you, though, that you need to, you know, really be working on during this increase in your finances, because this is an increase of finances as well. It's not only an emotional cleansing and renewal, but it's also financial. So you need to, so it's spiritual, but it's also affecting you in the flesh, all right? And it's releasing the emotional ties, the emotional chains that you have that have caused a lot of sorrow in the past. And that's what is transforming you and allowing you to bring in this newfound abundance. It's almost like I'm hearing not all money is good money, right? Not all relationships are good relationships. Some relationships are put in place to help you catapult forward in that specific time, because you need those people around you, because you've been in that energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Taurus or an Aries. Gemini is very significant, as well as a Cancer. Take that how that resonates. But there's no need of me continuously pulling on that energy, because it just keeps coming up being the same thing. So let's look midweek. Next 48 hours in the workplace. What should the collective expect in the next 48 hours? I'm getting this energy of really needing to think things through and just be mindful of your approach towards certain things in your career right now. So being slow to act and quicker to think. Things are going to get better, though, for whoever this is resonating. You're going to have to learn to let some things go. But there's something that you need to make a decision about. And be careful that you're not making foolish decisions out of anxiety or out of emotion, because this is something that could be triggered by those around you. Yep. You have the Guardian here. So this is like fate taking over. King of Stones with the Seer and the Nine of Arrows. So you need to, again, it's you have a lot of people coming towards you, right? And trying to throw you off balance in this time. So within the next 48 hours, just be careful that you're not ignoring your intuition, that you aren't paying attention to those signs and synchronicities. You really need to be yourself. Hold your ideas to your chest, keep them to yourself in the workplace. Be careful because there's this energy here of people trying to kind of muddle you or um, steal your shine, right? It's important for you to remain, you know, defensive to whatever this is, but not aggressive, is what I'm hearing. Defensive, but not aggressive. With the Eight of Vessels, this is part of it, yeah, a renewal again. So the first part of the message, overall general, was focused on abundance, you know, in the physical, but also in the spiritual, emotional, and financial. They are, you know, separate because you can be abundant in the spiritual and in the physical. Same with emotional. You could be someone that is emotionally tied to God, or you could be someone that's emotionally tied to the world, right? You are human, so your soul is going to have, you know, those attachments. It really just depends on how much of that um, work you've put into yourself will determine how even that is, how leveled it is. Okay. But this is specific to work. Okay. And so within the next 48 hours, you really, today's Wednesday. Okay. So from now until Friday, you really need to be careful as to how you're letting people affect your energy, right? I'm getting this energy of just really needing to be in solace, just holding that tongue and not letting people get under your skin. You do have this Eight of Vessels, which is great. This is a brand new beginning. You're going to be excited, but it's just getting through, you know, whatever this is, whatever adversity. Page of Stones is coming out here too. So it's like you might have people trying to come gossip around you about other people or other things, or get your input on things with really trivial things, is what I'm hearing. Things that don't even, you know, make sense. This is just to throw you in the mix, kind of put you into this energy of stagnancy. I can't express enough how important energy is. And so when you're in manifestation, when you're working in manifestations, right? Or when you're, I'll put it this way for those who don't believe in manifestation or who are still trying to understand manifestation. For people who, whenever you're trying to manifest something into your life, the energy that you are trying to put into something to grow can easily be taken away from that and invested into something else, right? So I'll put it this way. Let's say you're looking to purchase something that costs 50 bucks, right? And you're working and, you know, you make your money and you decide to treat yourself for dinner. Well, treating yourself for dinner costs you 20 bucks. That's 20 bucks away from the 50, okay? And you could have just held on till you had gotten the 50 bucks and just invested that in whatever it was that you wanted to get, okay? For some of you, this could be related to a new purchase of a car, um, right? That was just a weird download that I got. For others of you, this could be someone that you've walked away from in the workplace that you used to be very cool with, but you've learned that this person just has like weird intentions, or you've kind of been picking that up. You're spot on with this person. Okay, you are spot on to take caution and to just hold back from this person, because this person is just trying to, you know, make trouble. This person likes to gossip. Whoever this is that is trying to throw you off balance and is just trying to get you in the mix. Whatever you tell this person, whether it's good or bad, they're going to turn around and tell other people as well, because that's what they do. They gossip. So just be careful with that energy of just people trying to bring you down and hold you back and throw you off balance, because ultimately it's not worth it. These are people that are doing the most to try to throw you off balance. And again, this could be intentional, because they are a gossiper, but I am getting the energy of this person that is just very unhealed and hasn't done the self-work to understand what that means to gossip and how that bounds you to things that aren't of your higher good. Knight of Swords coming out here as well. You will be able to see these things in this person and you'll recognize what it is that's happening, so long as you just pay attention to the noise. I'm sorry, so long as you don't pay attention to the noise. right? It could be something about the way that this person speaks to you or says something to you in these next couple of days, or that you hear about this person, or hear the way that they're communicating with others that gives you the confirmation that you need. This person is going to be doing a lot. This is kind of like the look at me kind of attention seeker, but it's not. This person feels as if by doing this, this is what will bring them the success that they're looking for. It's kind of like they're riding the coattail. Okay, so just be careful, because this is something that gives you, that's hard for you to make a decision on. This person could even come to you for help in the workplace, so you're gonna have to be tactful as to how you approach that person. Let's see for love. And then I will take a couple of Q&As this morning. What's coming towards love for the collective? Four of Arrows. Okay. So something's looking good for someone. Four of Arrows. So it's important that you take time to yourself. Four of Arrows, Five of Vessels, Nine of Arrows. So you have someone that is quite committed, someone that is wanting something to really flourish, but it's just not meant to be with whomever this is. It's just not. This is in regard to a turning point, moving away from a relationship, really being led to just let things go with this person, whomever this is, whoever you are. Take it how it resonates. It could be on the flip. But I feel like for some of you, you're trying to manifest someone back, or someone's trying to manifest you back. But this is something that it's like, you haven't told this person how you feel, or they haven't told you how they feel, and someone wants to approach and express their feelings to the other, but it's like you're being blocked from this person intentionally. Like, God is blocking you from this person because there's something better for you. There's something better for you. The Mirror was here in the reverse. Like, this person, all they're going to do is bring you setbacks if you stay in this relationship. Nine of Bows here. You know, you're a giver, okay? But it's time for you to give to yourself. Yep. Ten of Bows, Ace of Swords with the Queen of Arrows. Yeah, it's time to focus on yourself and nurture yourself. As you continue to nurture yourself during this time, you're going to see that you're attracting love and new beginnings towards you. This other person, what they do is they take a lot from you energetically and physically. And right now you're being told that it's time for you to focus more so inward and not with this person. You do have this decision as to whether or not you deal with this person. This person is going to bring you a lot of upheaval. Ultimately, I do see you walking away from this person and realizing that you could do better with someone else. All right, new love. What is the new love for the collective? Six of Bows, Nine of Bows, and the King of Stones. So there's someone here that's really coming through in this energy of just being authentic, really being excited to come and approach you. This could be someone that hasn't come forward because they see that you're still in this energy of renewal and healing. Okay. This could be a Gemini. You could be a Gemini, or you could be dealing with a Taurus, is what I just heard. Page of Stones with the Five of Stones. You like, this person has like been observing but hasn't made their move just yet. But it's because you've been in this energy of like, they can tell you've been through something. But I feel like there's something where you and this person have similarities in what you've been through in the past. So that might be something that you connect with. Be careful that you don't involve yourself with someone that is trauma bonding. or looking to trauma bond with someone. But I don't feel like this is a bad thing entirely with this person, because I feel as if it brings healing energy. I don't think it's a bad thing. And when I say that, it's just, you know, because listen, everyone comes with their traumas, but it's easy to get caught up in a relationship and just use your partner as your personal little therapist. But be careful that that's not the basis and the focus of the relationship. Okay, because I'm getting that there's this energy of needing to reposition your mind frame and be fair to that person. Not everyone's the same. Four of Stones here. Yeah, like you're moving on. You might even move very quickly with this person. Extremely quickly with this person. Yeah. The mirror here in the reverse. You might be feeling like things are going really bad, and that's when you meet this person, when you feel like you're not going to meet someone. But ultimately, this is when you start to view things from the perspective of, I'm deserving of love, or love will come my way, right? Is when you're going to receive that. But it's all about what energy you're putting out there and what energy you're ready and open to receiving. Yeah. Queen of Bows here as well. I like this. I don't feel like this is a bad person. I feel like this person is going to be super sweet and kind and loving in their approach towards you. So for whoever that resonates, this person just seems very calm, very, very, very calm, just very like, very, very demure. What I heard. Very demure, very put together. This person has a sense of like a little bit of bougie in them, and does have a keen eye of calling people out on their BS. Or this could be you. Take it how it resonates. All right, if you guys have a question, you could drop it in the chat. Good morning, afternoon, or night, depending on what time of the beautiful world you're in. Hey, good morning, No Name. What happened, Mama? Is everything okay? My week's been good, baby. How are you? I hope everything went well at the concert. Did you have fun? Oh, snap. What happened, boo? I'm sorry, honey. Okay. You didn't meet, or you did meet the person? Look at that. God is good. Thank you, Jesus. It's hard for me to remember the revelations and the messages that I give you guys. So like I might remember like bits and pieces, but sometimes I'm in a trance. That's dope. What do you mean that's it? That's cool, girl. And don't forget about the little people, okay? Following celebrities. Girl, you're just feeding me like on and on and on. Give me the tea. Nothing but blessings, mama. It's okay. I'm just messing with you. 555. I know that's right. Thank you, God. Divine timing and reset. There's something about someone with a very poetic energy. Well, I have mixed feelings because since they had to read. Okay. I'm getting this Page of Swords energy of like you need to expect the unexpected. But there's something no name with you needing to take a step forward and do something like you haven't finished, or there's something that needs to be completed. But this is something that's gonna require you to operate in an energy of using your inner strength. Yeah. But you know, it's something where regardless of what people want for you, you're entitled to doing your life. It's your life. So did you see the concert? I know you said you missed part of it, but what happened? Okay. It's hard when your parents are old school because, I mean, you're talking about, you know, depends how old school. Are we talking about young old school or old school? Because if you have old school parents, I'm old school. I had old school parents, you know, and I'll say that it's something just the way that the energy in which people were brought up in the life experiences, like, geez, it was very different back then. Girl, you need to ask for a refund or a discount on that ticket. I heard part of I'm hearing two songs. I'm not gonna say it. If you guys ever need to reach me, like on a private level, contact me through my website. I saw one. I'm sorry, boo. Yeah, you guys can hit me up on my website. I don't do I don't have how do I put this? I don't have, so like I have my services, right? But I'm very spirit led. So if there's ever a time where you guys need to reach me for whatever reason, just email me at info@spiritualembrace.com. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. And, you know, the last decade has evolved so much. It's not just you. I keep hearing that from a lot of people. I mean, even before COVID, like, geez, you know. So, funny enough, the spread that I was going to do this morning was healing the wound. And I decided not to because, well, I was led not to, which caused me to decide not to, because I didn't want to start the morning on a heavy note. But the last couple of days, I've been getting a lot of interesting downloads with the collective. And, you know, when I say the collective, it's not just the people who are subscribed to my channel. Shout out to my day ones. You know, I love y'all. And all my newbies as well. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you all dearly. But to the point of what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of trauma within the world, things that we have experienced, things that we need to work towards and healing. Because whether or not, so a lot of people think trauma, there has to be some type of physical abuse. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was a physical type of abuse. And so you have to look at things from the perspective of, what do I need to do to heal myself? What do I need to do to move forward? Does it mean like I take a weekend to myself? Do I go ahead and I splurge on that shirt? Do I stop buying things from the thrift store because I deserve something new? Or do I keep shopping from the thrift store because I'm eclectic and I love to buy things, you know, that, you know, have a history behind them? But just, you know, there's different things. Hey, Shakina, what's up? So, like, generally what's coming in? Yeah, no name, that's a trauma wound, baby. I would ask for, you know, because that's the thing. If the artist didn't show up, if the artist didn't show up, Ghost Warrior, I'm doing no name first and then I'll get to your question, babe, okay? And good morning, my love. If the artist didn't show up, then that's on them. You know, they were, yeah, that's not one artist, that's freaking three. What the hell? And you pay 300, bro, you better go freaking send an email and be a Karen. Shout out to all my Karens in the building. If your name is Karen, if you are a Karen, you all need love too. I don't mean it like that. But you know, you better send that email, make a phone call, and say, hey, listen, I paid $300 and this was not what X, Y, and Z happened. This is what happened. This was my experience. This was my experience because, yeah, like that's wild. All right. So are no names valid? Are no names feelings valid toward her parents? No name, catch the replay from earlier because I talk about creative talents. Okay. So are no names feelings valid toward her parents? Good morning, Crystal. How are you, boo? Yes, they are, but it's because, again, they are valid because they're your feelings, but at the same time, they stem from that trauma that I was talking about. because it's something where you feel as if you have been stifled. But it's not bad that you're feeling those things, but you're being led to move forward and understand your traditions and where it is that you came from and why it is that your parents are like that, so that you could see things from a different perspective, because there's a lot that you don't know about them and what they've been through. But at the same time too, you need to voice your opinions to them about how they make you feel. Yeah. So that you can grow past this. Five of Stones with the Four of Stones. Yeah, you need to express yourself. You can't continue to hold things in, but this is also like spiritually too. You're stuck. Instead of like you coming to talk to them about it, you keep holding it in. You can't keep doing that, boo. You got to tell these people how you feel. Okay? You're going to have a lot more support in this than you think. So like whatever insecurity you feel in talking to them about it, that's just an insecurity, but you need to voice it, because you're frustrated and you're going to keep being frustrated, but there's a lot around you. Just when you have this conversation, I feel like it's going to be a lot of back and forth. But there's going to be, and you're going to feel like things are falling apart between you and your parents, but at the same time, there's going to be a lot of truth that's going to come out that's going to leave you a little bit overwhelmed. So just be prepared for that. Make sure that you're in a good headspace when you have this conversation, because it's going to be some hurtful things said by you, but also some hurtful truths that are going from them that are going to bring clarity to you. Yeah. And these are going to be things that you're going to have to really just be realistic about. Yeah, there's going to be aspects of themselves that they're going to reveal to you that are going to make sense to you as to how and why they've chosen to operate, especially something with your mom. But your parents, I get, are very proud of you, that they do see you being able to reach your goals. It's just you need to remove the lack of courage. Like you don't have enough courage, and they wish that you would be more forward with your own courage. Okay. All right, Ghost Warrior, a general. No name. If that person is a female, I got a yes. And I don't want to go into that on a live. That last question that you posted, I was picking up on that. I don't like to go into stuff like that on lives, because I feel like that's way too personal. But if it's a female, yes. Yes. Heartbreaking yes. Hey, Shakina. Sorry. Yeah. All right. What energy is coming towards Shakina? Holy Spirit. Thank you, God. YouTube took away the freaking timestamps where I used to be able to see like the time that someone freaking posted, and now I can't see it. Or did I set this up wrong again? Give me a second, y'all. No, I didn't. Yes, Crystal Mama, you're next. You're actually gonna be my last person, Crystal, just because I gotta jump off of here. If you guys want a free tarot reading, I do them on all the lives. I try to do them on all the lives. They are first come, first serve. So if you get here early and you get on the list, you get on the list. You have to stay. When I call your name, if you're not here, then you lost, your chance. Catch me on the next one. Best way to know when I'm gonna be on is just subscribe. I'm typically on Wednesday mornings at this time, or a little bit earlier. What's coming towards Shakina? You're also trying to overcome something right now, Shakina. Seven of Bows with the Page of Bows, but this is something that is going to bring you good news, or you're not expecting the good news. This is in regard to some kind of upheaval in your life where you feel like you're having to compete, or that you're feeling stuck between two decisions. But ultimately, the decision that you make is going to bring you fulfillment. You're going to feel good about this decision, but it does require you to have internal understanding. You need to follow your intuition. And there's something about someone, another female energy, kind of trying to get under your skin. Be careful with that. That this person doesn't give you ill advice. The Nine of Bows here too, it comes down to you remaining defensive with this person. There's something about this person that you already know is off. You need to trust your intuition. Yeah, because this person has like a silent freaking competition vendetta towards you. But it's because you're going through this renewal, or you've been through a renewal and you've changed, and this person isn't used to seeing you in that aspect. But it is kind of like this, you know, I'm getting like sibling rivalry kind of energy. There could be something in regard to your healing. Maybe you've learned to heal, or you're speaking differently now than what you used to. Or you recently went on a trip, or you're going on a trip recently. Yeah, you've broken free from the traditional norms, or you're getting ready to do that. But this involves you taking more time to yourself, and there's something significant with you and traveling. You need to get out of whatever space you're in for some time so that you can open your chakras and move forward toward this abundance. Once you take this trip, you're going to see that things are going to manifest differently for you, and from you. You're going to start seeing that more is going to be required so that you can have this balance. This is justice. This is justice coming into your life. A renewal period. The World Tree. Okay, so this is, yeah, renewal. Some type of forgiveness, maybe with a mother figure. This is something maybe to do with home, childhood. Ton of Bows, responsibility, or someone that you look up to, or someone that looks up to you. Someone that you pour into, whether you consciously know it or not. Like, you're someone that this person looks up to. This is someone who you're constantly giving towards. Or this could even be you. You're constantly giving towards things, but you're not giving back to yourself. Knight of Bows. Maybe you're not being true to yourself about something. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of travel for you. You need to go on a trip. A weekend trip. And make sure that you're not on the level of being offensive towards everyone. I'm sorry for your loss, Mama. This is just a quick mini Q&A. I normally don't do generals. If you want a reading, you can book one on my website. Crystal. But in regard to where to travel, I was seeing very like planes. It's like a getaway. Like it's intended for you to get away and make a trip for you to clear your aura. If the message resonates, make sure you guys hit that like button. All right, Crystal. Would it be in your best interest to stop any communication and friendship with JR? Yeah, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm pressed for time on here, and I try to just do the Q&As to help whoever needs it. Okay, Crystal. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Eight of Stones, this person brings a lot of chaotic energy. But you need to tell this person how you feel. Out with the old and with the new is what I'm getting, Crystal. Yeah, because you're needing to balance things out in your life and focus more on committing to the things that bring you joy and peace and happiness. You have the 10 of Vessels. Is there a long-term connection between Crystal and JR? Nine of Stones here, you know, if you want things to work with this person, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And you're going to have to allow yourself to go through the difficult emotions. But ultimately, Ace of Wands coming out here, which is the Ace of Arrows, is a new beginning. New beginning. But even once you go into this new beginning, it's like you're enjoying your alone time. I don't see this going past anything. You're moving away from this. You're moving away from this because I see that this person makes you feel very limp in a way, or like maybe they make you weak in the knees, but not weak in the knees of like, I'm so in love, weak in the knees, or just like from sorrow. But this is something in someone who you're accustomed to having in your energy. But this person is wanting a lot from you that you just can't give, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. It's like you're pouring into something, but it's like your cups aren't being filled in return. Yeah. So it's time to move forward onto something else. Page of Stones. Yeah. A Knight of Arrows. Be careful that you're not making quick decisions just out of emotions, just because you want this person in your life. Because ultimately it's like you're putting them above yourself. Page of Vessels with the Seer too is there's things about this person that you don't know, and that you need to change your perspective on. All right, Crystal. All right, I'm gonna take one more invisible butterfly. I'll do yours. Good morning, my love. Will invisible butterflies person return to her? Or return to them? If the message resonates, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with whomever. Thank you for the likes. The number 6 could be significant, so you could be going through something where it's that karmic energy, what goes around comes around. So just be careful what you're putting out is of the highest frequency so that you're receiving that for whoever that resonates with. You're welcome, Crystal. Invisible butterfly. So you have success with this person. Hey, Shatiri, what's up, boo? Good morning, my love. You need to look at things from a different perspective, invisible butterfly, because it's like you're in this energy of like letting this person seduce you. Or like you're wanting something, but you're not fulfilled when it comes to this person anyway, or you're just not happy with the way things have turned out. With the 8 of Bows, it's not what you've expected from this person, but you're being urged to move away from this because this person, I don't really feel, is focused on you. Yeah, this person is happy elsewhere. You're being urged to focus on your peace, your stability, and the things that you want in life. Yeah, but right now you're very stuck, like focused on this person. Like you're trying to move past, and it's not that you're miserable or depressed, but you're coming up in an energy of someone that really needs to let go, right? And not look for things that aren't feeding back into you. With the Seven of Bows here, it's this energy of being able to overcome whatever stagnancy this is, but I don't see this person coming towards you. Yeah, I'm sorry, boo-boo. This person has moved on, and there's something better for you out there, just not this person. This person is focused on other things. Yeah, Three of Arrows with the Seven of Arrows. It's this person has changed their focus on things that aren't relationship related. I'll put it that way. All right, my loves, that's my time for this morning. I wish you all a beautiful and blessed day. May God continue to bless you immensely, protect you, and guide you. If the messages resonated, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm on here every Wednesday morning around this time to do the collective, and I try to always do the Q&A depending on how much time we have available. If you want a private reading or interested in my other services, you can visit my website, www.spiritualembrace.com. Peace, love, and light, my beautiful souls. Have a great day. Stay beautifully blessed.